In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NBA game happening on May 29, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat. It's win or go home for the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat when their epic Eastern Conference Finals series comes to a close in a Game 7 at FTX Arena on Sunday night. The Heat shocked the world by going into the TD Garden and stealing Game 6 against a Celtics team that was favored by 9 points. Miami will still play the underdog role following an epic bounce-back game highlighted by a 47-point performance from Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat needed to come out swinging with their season on the line, and they did just that as they jumped all over the Celtics on Friday to force a Game 7. Jimmy Butler led from the front with a playoff career-high 47 points with 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. Kyle Lowry added 18 points with 10 assists before fouling out, while Max Strus chipped in with 13 points. As a team, the Heat shot 46% from the field and 15 of 35 from the three-point line as they squandered a 12-point lead in the third quarter before they closed the final 4-21 on a 17-6 run to escape with the crucial win. Butler was clearly the best player on the floor as he carried the offense, but the Heat deserve plenty of credit on the defensive end as they forced the duo of Brown and Tatum to a combined 13 turnovers. The Miami Heat are averaging 105 points on 44.7% shooting and allowing 100 points on 44.8% shooting. The Miami Heat are shooting 31.9% from beyond the arc and 81.3% from the free throw line. The Miami Heat are allowing 33.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 40.9 rebounds per game. The Boston Celtics will be hoping to bounce back and book their ticket to the NBA Finals after coming up short against the Heat in a 111-103 loss in Game 6 on Friday. Jason Tatum led the team with 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Derek White added 22 points and 5 assists off the bench. Jaylen Brown added 20 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists, while Marcus Smart chipped in with 14 points. As a team, the Celtics shot 44% from the field and 11 of 33 from the three-point line as they got off to a terrible start, managing just 22 points in the first quarter to trail going into halftime, and things only got worse in the third quarter where they fell behind by as many as 13 points. Al Horford had a night to forget as he finished with just 3 points on 1 of 8 shooting. Tatum committed a total of 7 turnovers, while Smart shot just 4 of 15 from the field and 1 of 9 from the three-point line. The Boston Celtics are averaging 107 points on 45.6% shooting and allowing 101 points on 43.3% shooting. The Boston Celtics are shooting 36.3% from beyond the arc and 81.1% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 32.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.4 rebounds per game. The Celtics are 20-6-1 against the spread in their last 27 road games and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 Sunday games. The Heat are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 home games and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 playoff games as an underdog. The over is 5-2 in Celtics' last 7 Sunday games. The under is 11-5 in Heat last 16 overall. The Celtics are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Miami. No team in this series has won 2 games in a row for a reason, as they are evenly matched. In Game 6, Butler put Miami on his back even though it looked like he was dealing with a serious injury in Game 5. However, it's hard for him to do that again as Boston will now put a lot of defensive focus on him, as Marcus Smart, who is a solid defender, was just okay in Game 6. Al Horford also was a non-factor, and if Boston can use him in the post to get points, it will play dividends. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown aren't going to go silent in the fourth quarter as they did in the previous game. Both have been tremendous throughout these playoffs when coming off disappointing performances. The Boston Celtics are the better overall team in this series. Tyler Herro is still questionable to play for Miami after missing multiple games. If he isn't able to go in the finale, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the other players to step up when it matters most. You never know what you're going to get from Bam Adebayo and Kyle Lowry, despite them completely blowing an opportunity to close out the Eastern Conference Finals at home on Friday. It took Jimmy Butler having one of the greatest playoff performances from a Heat player in franchise history for Miami to survive in Boston. The Heat need a repeat performance from their star forward to knock out the Celtics. And even though Butler is capable of such a feat, it's too much to ask from him after what he was able to give the team in Game 6. That game was Miami's last rally in this series before the inevitable happens on Sunday. So, who has the edge in Game 7? If the numbers tell the story, it's not the Heat. They have shot 24% from three-point range at home in this series, and in Game 5 they shot just 31% from the field. Boston has shot 48% from the field in the 3 road games in Miami in this series. The Celtics need to take care of the basketball. In their 3 wins, they are averaging just 11 turnovers per game. In their 3 losses, they are averaging over 18 turnovers per game. It should be all hands on deck for Game 7. In NBA history, road teams in Game 7 are 34-110 all-time. That's just a 23.6% winning percentage. Boston is a league best 6-2 on the road this postseason. If the Celtics can prevent Jimmy Butler from scoring 40, it seems like they have no problem winning and dominating. Butler should be due for some regression, as he had in Game 2. This will likely be a close game, but the offense of the Celtics will take care of business here today. So the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. It's Game 7 and the expectation is that it will be defensive and slower paced, which is down 6 points from the Game 6 total, which went over. I understand the logic. However, the best way for this to stay under is a one-sided blowout in which one team doesn't reach 90 points. While that has happened twice in this series already, with Boston on the winning side, it happening again for Boston the road seems unlikely. Miami hasn't found a way to keep the Celtics below 100 in this series either. Both teams will push the pace because it's how they play, particularly Boston. Make no mistake, this will be a defensive game like previous outings, but I'm also not banking on it being a complete offensive dud either. The Celtics stars were nowhere to be found late in Game 6. That talking point has been hanging overhead since the previous game ended. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will answer the call as they have throughout this postseason. Granted, I'm expecting the Heat to come back with some fire as well. They aren't going to just roll over on their home court. This game has classic written all over it. Both teams have started to find their offensive groove. In Game 6 they combined for 214 points while they have gone over this total in 4 of the 6 games so far. Although both teams play at a slow pace, Miami plays at a pace of 98.2 which ranks 29, while Boston plays at a pace of 99 which ranks 24th. Despite that, Miami leads the NBA in hitting the overs as they are 54-44-1 while Boston is 49-49-1. Both teams' offenses are clicking and knocking down shots, especially threes. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.